Well, hey there. Good morning, ABC. I have Autumn here with me this morning. Autumn, can you say hi to everyone? Can you say hi? No, you're looking over there. What's over there? You say hi? No. Okay, that's fine. You can just hang out. Today we are finishing up this week of sermon deep dives, and my heart is for all of you. I know there are a number of people who are just starting to really see the effects of this virus, and it's starting to hit home with a lot of people. And so, I've been praying for our church in the midst of this, but. As we talk about dignity, so 2 days ago on Wednesday we talked about that inward dignity that we have towards the way that we love one another, and the way that that becomes reflective of the love of Christ to the world. I want to talk about outward dignity today, the way that we can display dignity in the way that we love our neighbors, because there's kind of this big looming question of what does it look like to love our neighbors well when we can't really be with people. If you understand, like, we can't be physically with people. We're not supposed to gather together in groups. We need to honor the shelter in place orders and that kind of stuff. And actually, like, it's really important that we honor the shelter in place order. That's one of the most effective ways. Oh, really? Are you saying hi now? Are you saying hi now? Yeah. That's one of the most effective ways that we can love our neighbors is by honoring the shelter in place order. So honestly, like, keep your distance, that kind of stuff. But I want to think of some maybe tangible ways, and it's mostly going to be in the realm of reaching out and offering some help and that kind of stuff. So anyway, I just encourage you, if you know of any essential workers in your neighborhood or in your life, and those would be, people working in the grocery store. They're having to face something that they never expected to face. They're becoming almost like emergency response folks in a way, and so maybe people who are working in a grocery store. Maybe people who are working in your police department or fire department or medical healthcare workers. There are tons of people working in the healthcare field, and honestly, those of you who are in our church right now working in the healthcare field, I know we have pharmacists, I know we have people working in food service for hospitals and that kind of stuff. All of you who are doing your jobs in those places, thank you so much for continuing to do that. It means a lot. I want to encourage everybody, if you know people who are working in these fields, reach out to them and say thank you. That's one of the most meaningful things that we can do. So some other ideas that people have shared with me, someone in church shared with me that they wrote a note to their neighbors. And so maybe you could write a note to your neighbors, just to say, hey, I'm here, and I'm praying for you, and I want to let you know if you need anything, don't hesitate to reach out. Someone in church wrote or had the idea of, hey, if I'm going to go to the grocery store, why don't I call a few people and let them know that I'm going, and maybe that I can pick up some groceries for them as well. Someone else had the idea of, yard work season is coming up. People are going to need help, especially those who are, elderly and that kind of stuff. So could you reach out to them, offer to do yard work? Someone else in church offered to, or had the idea of baking cookies for people and writing notes to them, especially like your fire department, police department, and that kind of stuff, and just let them know that we're thankful for what they do. All of that, those are all ideas, and there's an article with more ideas in the description of this video and also in the email that I sent out today. And so you can check all of that out if you're looking for ideas on how to love your neighbors well in a time when we really can't be physically with people. You can check that out. That's the gist of my sermon deep dive this morning. Not super in depth, just wanted to give a bunch of ideas for how to start engaging your neighbors. We're going to be releasing more information next week on how to effectively share the hope of Jesus with your neighbors in this season. I don't know if you all have had the chance, or if you get the chance to listen to Moody Radio 90.1, but there have been a number of people who have been coming to faith in Jesus in this season, who have been calling in, listening to Moody Radio, looking for hope, and they share the gospel there. And people text in and say, I trusted in Jesus for the first time today. And that's happening in record numbers right now. So that's really encouraging stuff. People are being drawn towards God in this time. So I want to let you know, next week we hope to release some materials for you, some tangible materials for you to be able to effectively engage your neighbors. So, all right, thanks everyone for joining us. Autumn, can you say bye-bye? Bye-bye? No, not performing today. Not performing today. Okay, everyone, thank you for joining me. We'll talk to you later.